I'm telling you, hey, Joey B, Mike McC, irrepressible Mike McC. We're here, and Mike, it's time.
It is.
It's time for 3 out of the 4 styles of play.
Yeah.
And when we get back, we got a lot to get through. And,
yeah, we do.
So let's get to the commercial break and come right back.
All right.
There is nothing like a warm, fresh bagel first thing in the morning. Whether it's piled high with eggs and bacon, fluffy mounds of cream cheese, or slathered with rich, creamy butter, the perfect bagel is the perfect way to start your day. And here at Howard's, we know just how important it is that your morning start off just right. So if you're off on your way to work, looking for a cup of coffee made just the way you like it, or you just need that extra something to make today special, Howard's is here not just for breakfast, but also for lunch with all of our signature sandwiches. We also deliver and are a great choice for all catering occasions. And we also have the sweetest bakery around. So come on down to Howard's. Bagels, bakery, and deli. We have everything you need to make sure that you have a delicious day.
Okay, so we had said that the 8-on-8 with the 3 teams and
right.
yada, 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 that all seemed to work out this weekend.
Right.
The All-Stars did pitch a shutout over the East Orange team.
They did.
So they get the number 1 seed there.
All right.
The Canes had beaten the Express head-on-head, so they get the 2, and the Express gets the 3. So
Express, good year this year, 7-1.
7-1, you know, and the All-Stars had to pitch a shutout against East Orange Stars, which the odds were technically in their favor. So let's get to last week's results.
All right.
And see how that affects or what it affects in terms of first rounds for some of these teams. Canes over the Bulldogs, 48-12. Canes locked down the 2 seed.
Yeah.
No surprise there. Bulldogs, even with the loss, get the 4 seed because of their defeat over the Bankers. They both finished with 5-3.
Right.
So it's All-Stars, Canes, Express, and Bulldogs get the first week bye.
Right. I think the Warriors even sneak in there as a first week bye.
6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So the Warriors snuck in there.
At 3-5.
Having a mediocre season for them. You know, 3-5, that's really not where they're at. They're either, usually at that 500 or a couple games above 500.
Mike, they dropped their last 4 in a row.
I know.
I mean, they were 3-1 and looking pretty good, and then boom.
Yeah, I think that's more of a personnel issue, just not showing up. I don't know what they got going on, but we'll see, man.
We'll see. Bankers 35-13 over the USO, and that solidifies them as the 5th seed.
Yes.
Greater than over the Rockland Redskins, 6-0.
Yeah.
And the greater than East Orange Stars, USO, and the Rockland Redskins will be. And when we do the schedule, we'll go from there. Touch, Ozone 33, MPI 13. And the Ozone now, you know what? They have not forgotten a 3-touchdown lead in a championship game against the A-team last season. That's still got to be around. And this is, Sonny once so true. Might have his team ready to play.
Yeah.
MPI, what can you say? They another tough game.
Another tough game.
Play hard, but they're just not ready yet.
Nah.
A-team in what we thought would be a pretty good game.
We thought.
Over the Bulldogs rather easily.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns. But they took care of business, locked up that 1 seed.
Well, no, they haven't locked it up
yet. Not yet. I'm sorry, that's right.
Yet.
They're not done yet. They still have 2 weeks left.
Well, actually, the Slugs are the A-team is done. Actually,
right.
They're at 7-1, but we'll get to that stuff when we get to the touch.
We'll get to that later.
Okay.
6 on 6.
6 on 6. Let's check it out. 6 on 6.
The Rock over the Goonies?
The Rock over the Goonies. They still got the best looking shirts, don't they?
There you go. Yeah, they do.
35-26, so a pretty close game there.
Little crossover action right there from 2 weeks ago. We had the rain delay, but the NFC taking the first game that day for their side. So the Rock stepping it up. 35 points. That's not too bad of a day.
Cobras over the Bears in a close one, 18-14.
Great
Again,
game.
another crossover game.
Yep, another crossover game. Great game. Go and check that one out if you want to watch it again. This was a great game. And this was exactly what we thought. These two teams just beat up each other all game. It was a fun game to watch. I'm sure Kevin had a great time filming it. It was awesome.
Well, the Cobras now 18 points. Bears play good defense. We know that. But now it looks like you mentioned a couple of weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Cobras look at a little bit of an intermediate game now.
They do.
They don't
they
want
have
to
that
bomb on every
That is
play.
true. I mean, they can still do it, which is nice. Have that in the back pocket, but they have picked up that. Let me just dump it. I got athletes. Let me dump it over here. It's not just my arm that's going to win it, right? So, Cobras rolling.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All-Stars over the Lantern, 33-19. I did this game. This game was closer than the score indicated.
Okay.
It's 14. Final was 14-point
score is
difference.
not
But
close.
when you just see, as far as the Lantern was concerned, the game really
Right.
didn't mean too much to them. They had a 3 seed locked up basically no matter
Pretty
what.
much, yep.
And the Stars had the 1 seed already locked up. So
they hit
I
it
don't
in
think
cruise
anybody
control?
killed themselves.
Right.
But anyhow, Stars lock it up with a perfect season
Yes, they do.
again.
Yeah, another perfect season for them.
And the Ombre.
Forgot one game on
That's
there.
okay. I know what it is.
Yep.
The Ombre over
Happy team.
by a point.
Yeah, by a point.
By a point.
An extra point. That's what it usually
kill
comes
you.
down to, especially in the 6-on-6.
They
you don't
kill
have the
you.
kicker, so you have to run a play to get it in, and they'll get you, man.
And Happy Team getting geared up
Yes, they
for
are.
another run.
Ended
This is
5-3. Good season for them. Real good season for them.
I mean, one
Solid
point.
4 seed. Here we go. In a very tough AFC division.
And the game that we thought was the game of the week, the Savages against
Yeah.
the Blazers. And
It started out as the game of the week.
Man, no,
One play, Savages score. It's like, oh, here we go. And then,
But it just, I saw. Did you watch a film of this game?
Yeah, I watched
Did you
the
see
film.
Robbie Lane over the shoulder, behind the back, lateral?
I told you guys, watch this lateral.
Oh, they got to.
I've been talking about this.
But he's looking at the line and just
Yeah.
does this with his right hand over the shoulder.
I mean, and the Blazers stepped up in the second half and shut them out.
Yeah.
Savages hung in there till halftime, and then Blazers just put the Jets on.
When the
man.
game was tied at 12,
Right.
the game was tied at 12, you could suddenly just see the Blazers say, okay,
Yeah.
foot on the gas, let's
They
get
are.
going.
That's a good team, man. They even had that one of the biggest guys probably ever in the ACFL to catch a nice touchdown, have a run.
Man,
that
I'm
lineman.
telling you.
That is why the Blazers are doing so well this year. Yeah, everything else. But did you see the size of their line? Their two guys that they have on the line, those are 8-on-8 guys that should be playing, line guys. The only way you can get them is if you can get a good jump off of it and your speed can get around these guys.
And Barry's
Because I'm going to
still-
say they may not be the most nimble
Barry-
guys, but they are hard to get around.
Well, yeah. it's
And then
like-
you have Robbie who can scramble if they do.
And Barry's
Tough team.
still getting his. And
Yes.
Barry's still getting
This
his.
is a tough team.
So beware. The
whole division really needs to look out for these
get
guys.
ahead of ourselves, but
Yeah. They've kind of retooled, fixed everything up, working together as a team, got some more guys on there. This line is out of control. And
reality check for the Savages. Maybe.
Yeah, this was-
Hey, we've been coasting.
but I'm just saying, this Blazer team, everybody needs to be, for a while, for as long as they can sustain this team together, this may be the new 6-on-6 dynasty. Seriously, I know we always talk about the All-Stars in 6-on-6. The Blazers have really, really stepped up and are, I think, neck and neck with them now.
Well-
Obviously, it was only one season last year, but they look
Well,
like
what
they're
did
still
we
doing
say?
it.
When you get a taste of it the first time, and now you know you can
Blazers-
do it.
These Blazers look good.
Well-
they may be the lock to repeat this year.
You know
Seriously.
what? I need a good-looking steak. We come back, we'll do this week's schedule and
All right.
where we're at playoff-wise. Steve, get us 2, medium well.
As restaurants come and go, it is rare to find an establishment like Steve's Sizzling Steaks. Steve's has focused on excellent food, comfortable ambiance, and a friendly staff. Times sure have changed since Steve's first opened their doors, but what hasn't changed is the family atmosphere that makes Steve's so special. Open 7 days a week, Sunday through Thursday, 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 11:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Located at 620 Route 17 South in Carlstadt, New Jersey, or call 201-438-9677 for your reservation.
Well, okay, Mike, so we said the playoffs are here.
Yes, they are.
Let's take a look at the schedule and see who is going to play where or who after this week, if
Yes.
they win this week and not tie, and yada, 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 the whole thing.
And
so,
here we go.
Back to Football Central, which is the Hackensack Turf Field. And it's actually being split.
We're going to split the turf field this week. Yeah.
So, Banana Slugs MPI in what is the last week, I believe, of the
touch season. Yes.
Now, the Banana Slugs right now are sitting at
6-1.
6-1.
They can only tie, and I believe A-Team has that win over them. So they can only.
I thought they split. The Slugs and the A-Team split.
Did they play 2 games
yes,
this week?
Yes, they did.
Or year?
They did
Okay.
split. Now, here's the thing. It's points against. So the A-Team or the Slugs must hold, and who are they in against? The MPI. If they hold the MPI under 21 points, they will get the 1 seed.
And MPI, you never know, man. They can put up points here and there. They haven't done great, but they haven't been bad. We've seen some weeks where they can jump out, put up 21, 28, 30 maybe.
Well,
So, yeah, this is.
We don't really talk about touch a lot, but here it is now. Should the Banana Slugs win and get that 1 seed,
Right.
the A-Team's first opponent would be the Ozone. So do they want to play the Ozone again in a first-round game?
I don't know. Or no, I think the A-Team gets the bye if they lock it up, and then it would be Slugs would play MPI, Ozone, Bulldogs.
Okay, so
again,
if the Slugs get the win and keep it under 21 points,
they'll get the bye.
then the A-Team would play MPI,
Yes.
and the Ozone would play the Bulldogs, right?
That's not too bad.
Right.
Yeah.
So I project the Ozone will be third.
Yeah.
And I'm picking the Slugs to win this game and hold MPI under 21 and lock down the 1 seed.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
That's
Might
my
not,
selection
but,
for that game. Well, if we're wrong,
I think
we're wrong.
I think the Slugs. This could also be a week where the Slugs are like, "Hey, let's rest up a little bit."
No, I want
You never know.
we're talking about Luigi
I know.
here. Luigi wants the 1 seed.
I know he does. He wants to.
He gets a
he
medal or
does.
something.
So yeah, I'm taking Slugs in this one.
I'm
too.
taking Slugs too. Then the Cobras come back against the MPI.
MPI, man, they
In the
have
cell,
had
man.
rough week after rough week playing in both leagues. It seems that they have always played every top
Man,
team.
I'll tell you
Like they
what.
had a rough schedule, both in touch and in 6-on-6.
JT has been merciless.
Yeah.
They had 3 games in a row a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, they
That's
did.
insanity.
Hey, but these guys have stuck it out. No complaining. They seem to be having fun out there. I talked to them after, I think it was the A-Team game. They seem to be having a good time, man. And they're liking it. And they're glad that they're
learning.
back.
They're learning.
And they're glad that they're
learning.
back playing, so that's great. Shout out to you
I
guys.
think the Cobras will hold serve against
Should.
the MPI. And I feel
Yes.
the same way about the Orange Lantern against the freshmen.
Yes.
I mean the Sandlot.
Yes, I agree.
Been
I
calling them
agree.
the freshman all year, but
Yeah.
it is a freshman year. So we'll see how that plays out when we look at
Right.
potential matchups for next week. Turf Field, side 2. Bulldogs and Ozone. I think Sonny's got his team on a roll.
Yeah, this could be huge. This could be that. Are you 4th or are you 3rd? I mean, really, between these two teams, I think they're going to end up playing each other in the first round of the playoffs anyway. They're going to be that 2-3 or that 3-4. It should be
3-4. So
right. So again, your number 1 is going to get the bye. So
Right.
you're going to have Ozone and Bulldogs are pretty much going to play each other 2 weeks in a row.
Well, no, the A-Team's got to play one of them. A-Team will be 2 playing 3.
Well, it all depends on what happens.
Well, Bulldogs are either going to be 3 or 4.
2 would play 4 or 5.
2 would play
2
3.
would play 5.
If you get it down to 4 teams, Mike, 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3, right?
Yes.
Right.
Take that team out. Number 1 is out. So 2 is going to play 4. I'm glad that we're having this
I'm
discussion.
putting the A-Team in the 2 slot because I think the Slugs are going to
Either way, man. Either way. Never mind. Let's move
Anyway,
on.
if the Ozone plays the A-Team, I'm taking the Ozone.
All right.
Jan Breed and Deadly Assassin, the Bennett boys,
All right.
another dance at the party.
But since we were talking about the Bulldogs in the Ozone, who do you got in the Bulldogs Ozone game, not A-Team Ozone?
Bulldogs Ozone? I'm going Ozone.
Oh, taking the Ozone
going
again?
Ozone.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to probably go with the Ozone also.
I like.
All right. Yambri Deadly Assassins.
Now listen, this Yambri team has gone up and down more times than an elevator. this
They
year.
have, yes.
You know, they look good one week. They come back and stink the joint up. They got smashed by the Savages 45-10.
Yep.
They rebounded off that with a win. Deadly Assassins, they're another team. You look at them, they all wear question marks on their back. You don't
Yeah.
know which Deadly Assassin team is going to show up. Are they capable of winning? Yes.
Yes, they are.
Are they going to win? I'm saying no. I'm going Yambri in this
Yeah,
game.
I think I'm going to take the Yambreed. Yeah, Deadly Assassins, I think they're like a season or two away from that, from getting to that. Here we go. Now we're starting to get it together. And again, if they're having problems, 6-on-6 teams out there, look to pick up some people off of Deadly Assassins. If they
Bennett
fold up,
boys.
if they do. But you know the Bennetts are going to try and keep that team together for as long,
and they got
as,
a
long
rule.
as they possibly
And
can.
if they do split up, if you take one, you got to take them both. They
Yeah.
travel.
Well,
they
hey, that's
travel
not
together.
that's not a bad
That's
thing.
not a
though.
bad thing.
But yeah, I want to go for the Deadly Assassins, but I just don't think they have the firepower to take down the Yambreed. Even though the Yambreed actually scored less than what they gave up this year. Yeah, it was only 3 points.
But they had that 145-point game.
They did, yes, I understand
And
that.
you
But
give up
they
45
still
points
gave
in
up
one game.
more points than they scored. But so did the Deadly Assassins. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Yambreed. They got firepower.
Sliding over to Brookdale, another nice field. Bears and the Rock. Rock come off a win, but I think the Bears are going to overcome the Rock this week.
Yeah, they looked really good playing that
And hold
against the
serve in
Cobras.
their spot,
I mean,
yeah.
really good. They look like they were back. This is the Bears that we remember. They look great. Defense has always been the Bears' biggest thing, I think. From just watching them, I always feel like the Bears are a defensive team. They just got to get over that little offensive bump, you know?
No, the only chance the
Put up a
Rock
couple more
has in
points.
this game for me, they usually come down with an army. So if the Bears show
Yeah.
up with just 6 guys,
I think they'll be all right.
you think they'll be okay?
I think the Bears, their core 6 guys are very, very good. And they've been that top 1, 2, 3, 4 team since they've come into this league. You know, what was that, 3 years ago? 2.5 years ago, something like that? They've always been a top team, always a defensive team. I think they're going to be all right. I think they'll be all right in this one.
Well, let's hope so. East Orange and the Rockland Redskins. I am calling Las Vegas and putting everything I own on the under in this game.
And I think the over-under is 3 points.
You mean the safety's going to win?
I think so because, once again, both these teams are coming off of shutouts this week. Both of these teams.
Yeah.
The Orange Stars. Ugh. This is, I swear, it's got to be 5 shutouts they've had in 8 games.
Well, I gotta throw something in here.
And I think one of those times that they scored points was because it was a forfeit.
Well, yeah, they get 10.
Yeah.
But listen, I did the Stars game last week against the All Stars, and I got to tell you, it was
Only
a
put up
great.
57 points
It
on
was a great show of sportsmanship by Titano. I feel bad for Bub because he's a good guy, and
Yeah.
he gets a lot of stuff on the board that he doesn't deserve.
he
he
can take
kicks
it.
around, he could take it. But I mean, they had 6 guys there.
Yeah.
Then a 7th guy walks in, and then another guy walks in halfway through the second half.
Right.
So I mean,
That's tough, I know.
and I'll tell you what, they've got some big guys and some speed on the other side of the ball. But again, and this takes you back to the All-Stars, the Express, and the Canes that have been together doing it for a long time.
Yes.
The East Orange Stars, they can't just get on the field and say,
Yeah.
okay,
Your
let's
athleticism
play.
isn't going to win the game.
It
here.
doesn't.
You got to keep
It
your head. You
doesn't.
got to keep
It
everything
doesn't.
about it.
You know, and again, if they ever got somebody to run the team and could get guys down there, it'd be a different story.
Like we were saying before we started, maybe if you're getting only six core guys, jump to the 6-on-6, man. A lot of possibility. A lot of teams can jump into that. This is where your athleticism can kind of jump you up. Look at the Blazers. For years, their athleticism held them in that 2 seed, 3 seed.
Yeah.
They got their stuff together. Boom. I think, if what you're saying, I haven't seen this team yet. If they got some athletes and can play actually those 6 guys, why not? Why not make the jump down to
I'll
6?
tell you something
Not
else,
even. I don't
no.
mean to make it sound like a down downgrade to it. 6-on-6, I think.
They also get a bad rap of being a bunch of guys that are looking to start fights. Nothing could be further from the truth. The guys that I saw and that I've seen this season, guys, they wish the other team well, very respectful on the field. If they have a question on a call, they come up and ask about this. It's explained to them, and they say fine.
All right.
So that reputation is way overblown. You have one or two guys.
Is that fake news?
Huh?
That's fake news?
What do you mean fake news?
I'm saying that they're a bunch of thugs.
Oh,
That's fake news?
Definitely fake. Oh, I think that their team together could probably go over and beat North Korea one-on-one with the 6 guys they had on the field. But I'm just saying, if they ever got guys together, that could run a team and work, these guys would be good. So, guys, believe me, you got a bad rap sometimes, but you guys are okay.
Personally, I think we spent a little too much time on this game.
That's all right.
Who do you got?
I'm going with the Stars.
I'm going to go with the Redskins mainly because the fact that, how you said, they show up with 6 guys. Another one shows up, straggles in. Another one shows up. The one thing about the Rockland Redskins is they show up with
an army.
guys,
Yeah,
man. So that's really the only. This is going to be a rough game.
It's going to be, they play hard.
But you know what? This may actually be one of those 48-35 games just because.
Oh, I'll let you.
All offense.
What, man, do you own a house? I will bet you your house.
But I'm saying, obviously,
never
neither of
happens.
these teams have defense.
They throw in no offense, and there you go.
That's what I'm saying. Over-under's 3 points.
What testing? Yeah, I will be a win this week.
All right. Happy Team Goonies.
Well, now the Goonies were an up-and-down team.
They were.
They hung in there against the Cobras a few weeks back. Not an easy game.
No.
Not an easy game.
Happy Team gets ramped up right now.
This is their time. So I got to go with Happy Team because they finished again.
Yeah, I'm going Happy Team.
They at one point lost, so they would have closed out the season with, 5 in a row?
Yeah.
So I got to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Oh,
if
yeah.
the Goonies win, they're going to have to play a very good game.
Yes,
and USO and Greater Than. Greater Than upset the Warriors.
They did.
Right? But USO is learning. They are scoring some points now.
They are.
They're starting to get the feel. Are they a top echelon team? By no means, not yet. But can they come out and play a solid game and beat the Greater Than? They can.
They could.
And they will.
All right. I think these two teams are perfectly evenly matched up. Seeing them both, I think that, they're both young teams learning how to play, like you were saying. I'm going to take the Greater Than in this. They've had that upset over the Warriors. They just come off a win, a little shutout, I know, against the Redskins, but I'm taking them.
All right. So when we're sitting here next week taping, you're taking the Greater Than? Okay. When we're sitting here next week taping, we will know where everybody is.
Holy cow, that's all the games.
That's it, boys.
We've got a lot of buys. We've got the Blazers, All-Star Savages, A-Team, all have buys this week.
We're taking a week off.
We have the top teams in the 8-on-8 all have buys, the first top 6. So
let me ask you this.
Stay tuned.
Will the Rockland Redskins, who you picked today?
I did pick them.
Will they outscore the New York Football Giants this Sunday?
Well, all right. You know what? That's a great comparison of those two games.
Who will score more?
That's a great comparison of those two games. With the 49ers and the Giants, not very good teams right now against the East Orange Stars and the Redskins.
I don't even want to talk about the Giants. But if you're a Jet fan, you got a right to crow a little bit. You're catching a bad Tampa Bay team right now. Should move to 5. How about Mike Fitzpatrick is quarterbacking Tampa Bay this weekend?
Who?
Fitzpatrick, their old backup against.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Something. I know.
Josh McCown. Anyway.
Anywho.
Enjoy the NFL. Enjoy these games Sunday if you want to get out there. It'll be a fast Sunday.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Games. We'll have to find out what happens. And next week we'll know the seedings for basically the first round of what is generally the playoffs. The play-in games technically are playoff games, but
right. Yeah, I think games of the week this week are definitely Yambri, Deadly Assassins, and Happy Team Goonies. I think that's
those
that's
two really
that's where
games.
you're going to get the most.
But you know what? Hey,
competitiveness.
you know what's going to give these other chance a taste of winning a playoff game.
There you go.
Mike McSee, Joey B. We'll catch you next week on a flip flop when we see what will happen next. Catch you later.